How's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit. It's your boy, The Jerk. So, yeah, I just wanted to go over this clip, man. It's a young female down in Brickell, Florida, where she's like drugging and robbing men, luring them into the hotels, rooms and scenery, based on her looks and stuff like that, catching these dudes at clubs. And it seemed to be like a lot of older gentlemen, some tricks out there. So let me go ahead. Let me pull this clip up in, man. We're gonna break it down. Give me 1 second.
Right now, we are getting our first look at newly released surveillance video showing the moments a woman takes off after allegedly drugging and robbing a man in Brickell.
And Local 10's Roy Ramos is in Miami with this new video for us. Roy.
Christy and Janice, police call this a bad date case. And in this case, the suspect is accused of drugging and robbing her victims by making them believe that they are on a legitimate date. Well, we are now seeing video that police say shows just how she was.
Let me stop it right there real quick because, man, on these, we do a lot of panels in this space. And it's funny, man, because a lot of guys, man, they're always like, man, I got to get the baddest chick. I got to go young. And, I just got to get the money to all fall in order. And I always was like telling them, it was like a few of us dudes that was just like, hey, man, don't be thirsty. Get the chick that actually likes you, because it prevents a lot of this stuff from happening. But a lot of guys are like, oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Nah, you got to do all these things. And we're seeing a lot of this stuff play out in real time, man, where a lot of these females, man, they lining these guys up that lead with the wallet, man. They lacing their ass up. So I always used to tell guys, I'm like, man, y'all think these like little young chicks, they like y'all and they gonna be all submissive. Man, these young chicks is undefeated, man. They done got some of the best of us. Shannon Sharp, some of the older dudes that got taken down and stuff. And man, in this, like, man, what is this? Like the Local 10 news down in Brickell, where they got this on the news channels now. These chicks is out here robbing dudes, man. So that's why I'm saying, like, man, you got to get with a female that actually likes you, because you can't keep lying to yourself, and you're exposing yourself to risk when you're doing this stuff. So now when you see this play out, man, it's just like the level that they're willing to go to get that bread and to line you up. It's like, come on, man, we can't be this like desperate, thirsty, and lonely that, you're putting yourself in these situations and stuff. You're lying to yourself. You're being delusional to think like these chicks actually like you if you ain't built yourself up in a certain manner. So it's just, man, it's sad to see, man. That's why I do a lot of these. I'm like, man, come on. I know you might want that, but that chick is playing into your thirst and your desperation, and they're taking advantage of it. So it's just like, at a certain point, man, we do gotta like wake up to this. But let me get back to the video.
Able to do this. Surveillance video obtained by Local 10 capturing 23-year-old Rachel Warner's every move. As City of Miami police said, she tracked down her alleged victim, then drugged and robbed him of his $18,000 Rolex.
Damn, 18,000. But look at him. She got him comfortable in there. She cracking jokes. That's so funny. So my man up there got the little hat, trying to look younger. Got his drink in hand. He got the libation, the beverage. So that's what I'm saying. She running like, this is some basic game for these type of chicks. And that's why I'm saying a lot of guys, even though they level up with the money, they mind is not catching up to them where they can spot that a chick actually don't like them and stuff. So a lot of you guys are just novice, and that's why you're falling into these traps.
I believe that a couple of things. Number one, that the defendant is a danger to our community.
We showed you when Warner was first arrested back in May on grand theft and drug charges, but
hold on, let me bring that back a little bit. So, man, I'm not gonna be like, man, she an ugly chick. She ain't, but this is not like a motherfucking 8, 9, and 10. And that's why I'm saying, like, when you put yourself in a thirsty state because all you think you need to work on is getting money, but you don't build your personality, you don't build your character, man, you don't build like your physical frame to the point where you actually got confidence and you're luring people in from attraction. It's like, man, you're thinking like this is what you need to put yourself at risk for. And it's crazy, man. When you see this, it's like, man, this is the type of chick you should be sending to the store to get you some cigarettes and shit. Not to the point where you're like all mesmerized and infatuated. So it's crazy when you start seeing these play out.
theft and drug charges, but now video shows what detectives say is her first meeting the victim at the Sugar Rooftop Bar off Brickell Plaza in early April, then leaving with him. The two get into an elevator together, the alleged victim appearing to believe his date is going well, but police said it's once the two enter into the
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie to you. When he stepped out that elevator, he's walking to the room. He's like, yeah, he's got that, like, I'm about to get some pussy walk. And she's just back there. You see the look in her face. She was just like, oh God, I hate these guys. But you know what? Rent is due. I got to get this paper. so she look out of it like, I can't stand him. But he's just like, he's skipping. He's like, yeah, boy, I got game. I done bagged her up out of the, the spot over there up in Brickell. I was spitting heavy game. So he's thinking he got game and shit. But she's just like, yeah, I hope that pill hurry up and hits in so I ain't even got to talk to him no more. So that's what I'm saying. Like, man, when you look at these dynamics, man, these chicks they despise being with you. And that's why I tell guys, like, man, even though you want to be with a hot chick, you never want to be in that dynamic where they're looking at you like, man, I hope that roofies hurry up and kick in so I can get up out of here, with that watch.
victim's hotel room, she makes her move.
While they're in the room, she serves him a drink. Now, in this drink, they put some drug. He falls asleep. Next thing you know, hours later, he wakes up and his Rolex is gone.
Warner is then seen leaving the
Damn, she got the rollie. So, and that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of time when you do got stuff on, man, and you out and about, women can see the name brands. They spot this stuff as much as they want to play dumb. They like, okay, damn, he got the rollie on. Let me ease my way over there, give him some choosing signals. So that way he thinks I'm like into him and stuff. We'll have some drinks and start flirting and he gonna think like I'm all into him. So that's why I tell a lot of people, I'm like, man, women know how to spot a desperate dude. They see that look in your face. They see that you're infatuated. They zone in. They like, got him. And that's why a lot of like people, the term Vic, a lot of guys don't understand. That means victim. So with a lot of like 304s and pros that be on that blade, they be like, hey, I got me a Vic. It's shortened up for victim. So that's what they see you as. They're like, oh yeah, he's desperate. My man, he got the look of a motherfucker in a sexless marriage. I got him. Like, I'm gonna get that rollie.
room with her shoes in her hand and almost running down the hallway into an elevator. While she's seen making her getaway that night, the following morning, officers said they spot her on the prowl again.
They located her, identified her, while she's talking to a 61-year-old man, probably trying to do the same thing.
And police say after we first aired our story, multiple men have...
Hold on, I'm gonna back it up a little bit. Because I caught that part where she was the next day. Didn't even break shy. She wasn't even trying to hide. Because, most of the time, like I say a career criminal, they know like, hey, once I do a high star robbery, like I'm gonna lay low for a little bit, a couple months, and then I'll go back out there. She's out there the next day like, shit, I got me one. He's 61. Because every guy kind of fetishizes all this stuff. Like, oh, man, she really likes me. Damn, man, I got her at the bar. She was all into me. We had a good conversation. Because, they're not hip to the game. And, when the police came to her and stuff and they caught her, everybody started coming forward. So that's where they're going to get into that piece. I want y'all to catch that.
Multiple men have come forward claiming Warner has not just stolen from them, but believe they too have been drugged by her. One man telling police after bringing her back to his Midtown apartment, he woke up to more than $60,000 in watches, jewelry, and cash gone.
Crazy. Hold on, let me, because they got that shit highlighted. So check this out on there. A Rolex, 15,000, 30,000, 8,500, 2,000. So she's making out just for the fact that guys are pedestalizing her, building up this fantasy in their head and, just being in that, like I said, desperate mode. So it's just like, man, she's cleaning the house. And then, I was talking to my wife about this story. It's funny because she was just like, hey, man, I wonder if a lot of those guys are married and they just, they're too embarrassed. They can't file like paperwork and stuff because the story will leak out. So I bet that's the case in a lot of manners. Like a lot of these dudes are probably married to the point where it's just like, hey, take that. I'll take that L. So that's probably where she's able to clean up even more and going under the radar until like she just got too greedy and, kept on stepping out instead of like I said, laying low and shit. But the fact that she's getting numerous guys just shows like, man, we have to tighten up. I know there's so many guys that keep saying this shit, but everybody's hard headed. But it's just like, man, you ain't gonna beat these females, man. They, like I said, they undefeated. They keep lacing y'all up. So eventually, y'all gotta learn and understand that it's just like, hey, man, I'm not gonna be able to get everything. Even though I got my weight up, I got my money up, I worked on that aspect. It's like, man, you got to like mess with who likes you. Like I know we say that all the time, but it's playing out in the news cycle now.
And cash gone.
Crazy, man. That's kind of scary.
As for the suspect, when she was arrested, police say she was found with an unknown liquid substance that police believe she was using to drug her alleged victims. She remains behind bars, now being held with no bond. For now in the Brickell area of Miami, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
Yeah, shout out to Brickell, man. That must be like the like heist capital for chicks like this, man, because I be seeing all the stories coming out because I got another one queued up and I'm going to do that one, but it's like in the same general area. I'm like, God damn, like what they breeding down there in Brickell. But I guess like that's where a lot of people go down there. They got the money and stuff like that. So you're bringing that type of women down there where they're just like, hey, they got the binos. They're like, shit, they're looking for victims, you know. But all right, y'all, man, I just wanted to hit this one, man. I'm out of here. Peace.